Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going? Another day, another grind. Hi from Pakistan and Amsterdam. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mr. William, aka Nuke? Today's gonna be a short stream. I have a ton of stuff I'm setting up, a lot of cool things coming out soon. So today's gonna be a short stream. We're gonna cut the talking today to a minimum so that we can go and do charting stuff. I've been working with some different brand deals to get these tournaments running. So it's I have some meetings I have to attend very early in the day today. Yeah. Hey Panks, what's up, man? There's also a new video coming out today because it's going to be a short stream. I planned a video to come out to make up for it. So, hey Richard, hey Khan, what's up? Yeah, so because it's going to be a shorter stream today, I plan to I made a video to make up for it, like I said. So we're going to have a video launching today as well. So, yep. Team Eternals inbound. speaking of teams, pretty much every single team is doing their thing right now. Paradigm Shift is not. TA Mafia is on charts. Enigma's on the charts right now. Arcane is on the charts. Arcane's got a full 5-man squad right now. That's crazy good. Originals flying solo. I think this is right around when they usually break. Team Progress is like popped off too. They've got almost a full house in their channel. Tomorrow, we're going to be interviewing a new team here. Not a new team. It's Team Progress. But we haven't had them on stream yet. So that's going to be exciting. So tomorrow we're going to have Team Progress on stream, which is cool. We're going to be checking what they're doing for trades and some different things. There's a really interesting... I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's a really, really interesting kind of tournament thing that's going to be going on. I'm really excited to get into it. Really excited to get into it. Big dump on Bitcoin. I had my charts inverted. I was like, what are you guys talking about? It's pumping right now. I was like, wait, why are these blue candles going up? What's going on? I was so confused for a moment. We're gonna go right to the charts. Hey Valley, what's up, man? Happy birthday. Thanks, man. Would a low carb diet help with concentration? I'm not sure, man. So this is what I've got for my chart. This is a bunch of RA stuff we were doing today. So we're just going to delete those. We delete that. That's from yesterday. That's gone and done. That's also from yesterday. That's gone and done. We can keep that one up. Just going to delete the stuff that we're no longer using here. Just the stuff from the stream. Just the leftovers. Yeah. So when I open my chart, it looked like this. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? It's dumping. But then suddenly it just didn't feel right. I was like, oh, something's wrong here. And it didn't feel right. And then I was like, oh, okay. Does he look like a dietitian to you? Steady diet of rock stars and candlesticks. You should be good to go, man. Happy birthday. Thanks, Patrick. Okay. What are we doing? Bitcoin? Okay, let's do trade. Let's do Bitcoin. I already did food. Had a bagel. Let's do chart. Let's do Bitcoin. I don't know why. I feel super giddy, like something's about to happen. I don't know what it is. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. Okay. I gotta focus up. Hourly level tested. Manu, happy birthday. Birthday wishes. Do I know Dr. D? No, I do not know Dr. D. Guy Bean. I've said this before on stream, but props to Guy Bean, Dr. Disrespect, for having the courage to go on YouTube, that's a tough hit to take. And honestly, feel like he kind of redefined the way people looked at Twitch. I think one day Twitch is going to look back at the mistake they made banning him in the way that they did. And they're going to look back what could possibly be one of the pins that dethrones Twitch in the future. I love Twitch, but I think they've got a lot of bad juju and a lot of bad juice going on. And I think that YouTube actually could be, like if YouTube put some focus and effort into streaming, like they've signed a few people, right? Like a couple years back, they signed him and Tim Tapman and a few people. If YouTube really put a focus on live streaming, I think that YouTube could possibly dethrone Twitch. I don't know about dethroning them, but I think, yeah, maybe it's possible, right? I think Twitch has a lot of odd things they've done. And I think banning Dr. Disrespect might just be the one that hurts the most for them in the future. So kudos to him, kudos to Guy Bean for just being able to you know, stand tall and stand strong and go to a new platform that really wasn't for streaming. Because I'm gonna say this, that if YouTube does become a main streaming center one day, it is solely because of Dr. Disrespect. Solely because of Dr. Disrespect. So I mean, again, nothing but respect for Guy Bean. He's an awesome streamer, and he really spit in the face of the industry, which is fantastic to see. Like amazing. So I don't know Dr. Disrespect, but I wish I did, because I would give him one of his firm handshakes and say, you know what, man, you're all right, buddy. You're doing big things. So kudos to him. Witnessed a 240 liquidation. Yeah, my birthday's in May. It's not today. I'm just saying thanks because people are saying happy birthday. It's like, oh, thanks, man. 17 likes, get the likes up. Agreed. 100% agreed. You just witnessed a 240 BTC liquidation on live stream. Where did you see that? That's pretty Papega. How did somebody liquidate 240 Bitcoin? Well, whatever. Maybe they were using MACD or some shit. I mean, trend is here. Thanks to Valkyrie and Courage. Yeah, Courage from Pod, right? Like Jack, I think his name is Courage. Jack Ryan or something like that. Is that his name? He's a COD streamer. He's a COD streamer. I know he's a COD streamer. I know who Courage is. I don't watch Courage. I never have. But I just know him from seeing him in the scene. And I'm not a big COD player either, so. And then Valkyrie, I'm not sure. But, you know, the thing about Dr. Disrespect is he's a gaming mega house. So a ban like that comes at the heels of a big action following. Like Jack and Valkyrie. I'm not too familiar with Valkyrie, but I've seen the name, and I'm sure if I saw the picture, I'd be like, okay, yeah. Guy or girl, I don't even know. But yeah, when Dr. Disrespect got banned, he was just such at a height of his career, and then he took that moment. He did what anybody who is like absolutely meant for greatness would do. He took that moment that would define his future and what could have possibly been the biggest roadblock of his career, and he turned it into a challenge to evolve. And he not only took the challenge and accepted it, but he accelerated, going like 200 miles an hour. Right? Like he thought, you know, people thought that he was done, and then he rose from the ashes from what was like really, really tough situation to navigate. So nothing but respect for the doc. You know, his shtick is his shtick, and if you like it, you do, and you don't, you don't. But Guy Bean, he's an absolute warrior. Some people are just meant for great things. He's one of them, for sure. What do I think of Data? Nothing. I think it's as useless as all the other altcoins. I don't have any thoughts about any of these altcoins. I don't know. What do you mean? What do I think about it? Like, I don't know. I'm a day trader, not an analyst. That's not right. I am an like technical analysis. I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I think of theta? Like what what are you asking me, dude? Sato, like satire? Oh, that's cool. So just some other streamer. Okay, so somebody did like live streaming it like that. Like they're still streaming their live streaming. Well, you know. As an alternative to Twitch, I think Twitch has been on the throne for a long time and has lost touch of what it means to be a streaming site for gamers. And they are trying to go and broaden their horizons because they're trying to evolve with the times. But, you know, with that comes the sacrifice of a lot. And what started as Justin TV and turned into Twitch as a gaming service, they kind of lost their vision and didn't really stay true to their audience. Maybe their original message or whatever was something different, but and you know what? I'm just talking out of my ass too, because I don't actually know what the original vision is. I'm just assuming that it was to create a place for gamers, but then it kind of changed, right? And you know, politics are involved and investors are involved, and I guess when you go big like that, you have the chairs and the seats of investors to answer to. You know, Twitch is a great place, but there has been a lot of questionable things happen with Twitch, a lot. And I'll just leave it at that. How they have to handle them internally, we will never know. So this is something that nobody knows how the internal has to happen, but you know, definitely leave some questions on the table, that's for sure. But nothing but respect for Guy Bean, because yeah. Anyways, moving on. So somebody liquidated 240. How did they liquidate 240 Bitcoin? Where did that happen? Stay blessed. Thanks, man. How did they liquidate? Like, was it like they tried to long something and they got rolled, or what? Like, what happened? Tell the story, man. So let's go through this before I hear about the outcomes. Okay, first off, we have trend. Okay, can't be on the 4 hour. So let's define some criteria first before we go out of our minds. Highest time frame down. Okay. There's nothing to define as an interior range. Zero. Nothing but bananas, dude. Like nothing. Like there's nothing to define here. So you go to your highest time frame, hourly, range, hold level, bang, gives you the entirety of the architecture that you need for the top side. Hold level gives you your trend, okay? Hold level gets hit. Have like a candle of separation, just like that, bang, you've got trend. There should be like no longs, really. Like what the hell are you longing here? So like, let's just talk about trend. Okay, we have to break through trend. We all know this. Trend is a trigger point. It releases shorts out of their trades, right? Like if you're in a short from up higher, like say you shorted whatever this level and you're sitting here position trade, whatever kind of trading. Create a trend, break trend, exit this trade, protect capital. Very simple, straightforward, trigger point. Good, shield, nice one. Hold level, trend. There's literally no reason to long here. If you were going to long something, okay? If you were going to long something, you would pick your hold level. Or you would go even a little greedier and say, this is the leg of the move that can break the move, okay? So you'd pick your hold level or the leg of the move. Choice is yours. Let's mark the hold level to see if it can hold. That would then create this range trend right here. You would even actually have this one right here for now. You'd actually even have this one right here for now. And oh, wait, that's 15 minute. We got to go to hourly. Okay, so 15 minute is the best we have on this. Highest time frames, okay? You would only ever be longing from here to try to break that trend. Anything else is bonkers. Like your brain's twisted, man. Like, yeah, your brain's twisted if you're trying to long anything else. Let's see what happens. Hey, we hit trend. There's no longs to be had anywhere. Again, remember, you're sitting here waiting for this long. But like maybe you could go, okay, here, like a little hold level here. Obviously, this laddered off something here, right? Hold level here. This could be a spot you long, okay? You got a spot here, you got a spot here. Hold level, you know? Doing nothing but putting oranges in the basket at this point. You know what I mean? Where's the... I don't... If you wanted to get kind of greedy and you were impatient, you could have taken this hold level, but this one hasn't been hit yet. So, like, why? You're just playing the range at a stupid point. This is like a scalp trade. You would already be out of this. You'd be like 100x scalp trading this, and that's it. You just scalp trade this bad boy. Like it's just like easy 100x. It's the level. It's not gonna hold. It's not gonna break the move. It's not gonna do anything like that. Just gonna get crushed down. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what alert did I just miss? What's happening? Where's my alerts? Dude, I still don't know how to do this with YouTube. Talk about like bonkers streamer here. Somebody did something. Whatever you did, thank you. I love you. I don't know who you are, but the love is pure. Okay, scalp. That's it. Trade's over. I don't care. If you could have made more money, kudos. Oh yes, look good, more money. I don't care. It's just a scalp trade. It doesn't matter to me. Risk aversion, right? Maybe this is a trade. Dude, man, like what is with these time frames? We can come back and talk about this in a second. Wait, where's our 5-minute level that we had marked? Okay, it's right there. Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't even be longing this. You have a trend and you're breaking it. So, like, at what point in this trade is there like any spot to think this is breaking? This is like, you're talking about straightforward trading, man. Like, you're talking about there really shouldn't be any mistakes here. You have an hourly trend and you need to close an hourly candle. Only way I could see a long ever being had anywhere above this guy or this guy is if you kind of like created this right here and started hard closing over this trend. You don't have to hard close this level, but you at least have to hard close the trend you created. And if you like kind of like bozoed around here, you could be like, oh man, I bet you I could snipe an entry right on trend and go boop. It would boop, it would give you some boosters, and then you'd go up. So like I could see this. There's literally nowhere in this trade, like nothing that you would long. Right? Nothing. And like this is crazy too. When it like completely crushes down like that, that's pretty devastating. Right? So the problem with this one is you're breaking trend. Like it's okay. It's okay. So fine, it executes, but like I don't know if I would have taken this trade in the moment. So you can go back here and be like, oh yeah, look at that sicko trade. I don't know, man. Like I think it's a little risky. It's a good trade. Like you would have got juiced up on it, right? But at the same time, you kind of have this trend that's breaking, so you're breaking trend and you're right beside a hold level. Like I don't know if you really expect that to hold. You know what I mean? That's really risky. And then even this at that point, like you can go so much further down in the range. Like I'm sure it hit some kind of level, right? Get trend. Just start looking for the hold levels. Or at least the break of the move. That's already hit, so you'd be right here. I suppose you could go down to here as a reverse. You could go down to here. Let's check other time frames before we kind of make our mind up on that. No 15. No leg of the move. Leg of the move here. Can't really hit this, right? So you could reverse this. Goes through it, reverse that. That's becoming the clear point. Leg of the move, breaks the move. What else we got? Leg of the move. You could... Yeah, I don't really see this being something you could reverse. This is playing the polarity on the leg. Is there 1 minute in here? Yeah, okay, there you go. 1 minute right there. You don't really want to reverse this. There it is, right there. And it's not always going to be the 1 minute, but this is kind of like what makes sense. This is the only thing in that range you would play. And that's really close to liquidation too. At least you could have played this and got out of the move. right? Like at least you could have played that and got out of the move. That would have been scary. You would have been in this trade, you would have saw it dumping down, and you would have taken like a limit exit here just to like defer losses. This is like a holy crap, that was a close one. I just don't see a spot to long other than this. And then I don't know what kind of scenario you'd get into where like this is trying to hold some kind of origin level from back here, right? Right here, you're trying to hold some kind of origin level. Is there a higher time frame level that's an origin? Yeah, okay, so fine, it's the hourly. It's trying to hold the hourly origin, nothing else, right? There's no 4 hour. That's it. That's it. Right, so you can even delete the 1, you close the 1, you hold the 5, you lose the 5, it's gonzos. I don't know, man, like to lose 240 Bitcoin there. I'm just trying to like go through this and pick a spot that makes sense for a long. To lose 240 Bitcoin there seems very haphazard, but you know, whatever, I'm sure everybody has a reason. And also fake out, no such thing. Unless you're talking about just hard closing. If it touches a leg, it's going to try to create an origin. You missed the dump, but your TA was on point, Kartik. Would you have 42, 41, 291? So you guys were probably playing this, right? It's the hourly. What would you have been trying to short that didn't get hit? The trend, maybe? Because the hourly is right here. Then you've got the range inside the hourly. That's going to hold it down, right? So maybe, is there like a 5 minute or something you guys are targeting right here? But that's tested through. This is hit, right? Like, that's tested through right here, right? You're just kind of moving to right here. Because this is already hit, so it can't be that. So it's just your next one right here, right? Like, that's going to hold it down. What the hell were you guys trading? Was it like a 3 minute right here? 285. Well, the 3 minutes hit, and this 3 minutes already hit as well. This holds it down. It goes to here, targets that. Did you guys go even deeper to like a 1 or something? Oh, you went to the 1 probably. Yep, that's a leak. Combination level. 1 minute backside, 3 minute body. Leak alert. If that's what you did. That last 1 minute. Yeah, leak alert. Combination level, you missed it. Backside 1 minute with a 3 minute. It's hitting. It's already hitting the 1 minute range. When it tests that when it tests the backside 1 there. If there was no backside 1, you could have maybe snuck in that 1 minute there, but it's a combination test on the like the backside front side. It's all the same, right? Like backside front side, all the same. Still testing the level. Combo breaker, my dude. It's okay. On to the next one, right? TA is on point. That's where you missed it. The amount of money you're trading with loot beats makes no difference. Even if you're trading with $50 million, it makes no difference. You're just a bigger fruit for the better traders to pick up. That's all. You know, really the key to this whole trade is this interior trend, and it's just struggling to break it. It's laddering down, creating larger time frames the whole way. Creates a 4-hour hold level. Like, you're struggling to break this move, and you've just created a 4-hour backside and a 4-hour hold level. So you're just starting to ladder down all the time frames. Like, you're right here, right? Trying to get under this to create a 4-hour, and it probably just tests that and then starts laddering down time frames. Yeah, right here, back testing that 4 to see if it can establish the move. Right, starting to create more hold levels underneath it, probably on even shorter time frames. Yeah, it creates an even shorter time frame, right? Slightly above that 4, still can't gain it. Still just gets completely crushed down. That's really the thing there when you create that 4-hour hold level. being inside of this little 1 hour range is that's a long time to be stuck in a range and not to break it, especially like a 1 hour trend. It's a long time. Buy every single 1 hour hold level? No, it would be silly. Probably should have seen the bigger time frame too. Combination level there. I think you had the right range. I think you just didn't find the combination level. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's getting yoinked. Thing's getting yoinked out of its mind. Little hidden baby trend. The 1 hour can ladder it. Don't really know if there's a call for the 1 hour reverse here, but that 1 hour can ladder it. Don't know if I would be longing there, but we reanalyzed the move this morning with hindsight. Yeah, I mean, it's the interior range trend, right? It's like a pretty important interior trend. It's the highest time frame trend, so it's going to give you your polarity in the move. Like, you have to either be, you know, somewhere like closing above this trend, regardless of this level. You at least have to close above that trend. Like, that's number one. Whatever happens with the level next is another story completely. But, you know, as a minimum, you have to start hard closing that trend on its time frame. And I think the risk there, Kartik, like, you're looking at the 5 and the 3 and the 1, the difference of like $6. I don't know if that becomes like a smart, like your R8. I don't know if that's like a really good risk to take there with such a small amount of different. Like, you're talking about $6, you know what I mean? In an asset that's $40,000. Like, at $40, you're at, you know, what, 0.1% accuracy at $40. At $400, you'd be within 1% accuracy. At $40, you'd be 0.1. At $6, you're at 0.01% accuracy. So I like that. That's a really thin, that's an ego peak if I ever seen one, man. That's like, that's ego hard, man. That's like $6 in a $40,000 range. That's nuts, man. Like, yeah, power to you if you hit it, but you know what I mean? Like, that's a really thin spot. It's a really thin spot. That's like that's the Jenny Craig diet of trading right there. That's the thinnest, most calorie light, sugar free, sweetened with aspartame kind of trade you can come upon. Because that one right there is thin. You know, like, that's thin, dude. That's full diet mode. The origin above. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The origin I could understand. The only problem with the origin is the dictation is already at the trend. So I don't really know. It's probably like a 15, right? A 15-minute origin. Or maybe an hourly. No hourly, so it's got to be 15. So you're talking about this. Can't be that because that's broken. This can't be that. Can't be anything there. So it's like a 5-minute. Right here. Can't be that. That's broken. That can't be that. It's broken. So you're looking at this right here. Looking at that. So the problem with that is that, again, it's so thin. It's not that bad. At that point, if you were trading this OG level, it's not going to be this because it's not a reverse. So it's got a ladder off of that. So it really has to hit this level perfectly. So at that point, your trade would either be here or there and nothing in between. Like, I could see the origin. I could see the origin. But one or the other with nothing in between. You know what I mean? Learning every day. Absolutely, man. Correct order to watch my course playlist. Yeah, so I have a video called How to Use My Channel. It's in my featured playlist. If you watch that, it'll go through everything. Or like Jan said from the first video I uploaded, just watch them in queue. Never calling it an origin again. OG level, yeah. 15-minute origin further back? I thought there was none. This guy right here? Not an origin level, if that's what you're talking about. It could be in the future if it's testing here. I think it laddered off this though, didn't it? It could be, yeah, it didn't actually touch it, so it can't be an origin. And even then, it's still not an origin right now. And it can't be this because you've got the hard close right here over it. So it can't be that one. Can't be anything before this. Even this one here can't be that one. Oh, you're talking about this. Yeah, it could actually have been this. It could actually have been this. Yeah, I missed this one. You're right, actually. It could have been this one. So you could have tested that and gone through. You're in that same kind of situation. This or that. This or that. Or this or that 5-minute. Nothing in between. Yeah, this is definitely an origin level. Do you trade Forex? Not when I'm trading Bitcoin. Since they're both leverage tokens, I just don't trade. I either do one or the other. I used to trade Forex, but no, I just trade Bitcoin. How many hours? Somebody did the rolling calculation. I think we're at 256 hours right now. I think 256 hours, about that. We broke it down. I did the calculation. I think we're at 5 years equivalent of university studies. If you were comparing hours of material and content versus like how to learn at university, I think we're at 5 years now. I think we're at 5 years now. I did this conversion a while back. I took the time to break down like how many hours of learning is in each semester of content that you would learn based on my university that I went to, which was a really tough university. How many hours of learning you would do, and then the studying you'd have to do after it. And just the video material we were on year 5 equivalent. And I think we're at like 256 hours. I want to say 256. Mentorship tier will still be available, Primo, yes. 256 hours, I believe. Yeah. Clarity is explained in Butterfly Effect, Buddy Rush. 5 years is insane. Thank you so much for putting it out there and available. You're welcome. I've also been here now. We're going on year 5 doing this. And Butterfly Effect 2 is coming out soon. Like, I start recording Butterfly Effect 2, and you guys want to talk about Butterfly Effect 2? What do you want to know? The recording of Butterfly Effect 2 comes soon. So, like, what do you want to know about BFE 2? Somebody asked how many lessons. I'm planning on about 60. I'm planning on 60 lessons. I've kind of mapped it out to what I want to share. I'm thinking 60 lessons, but then I also recognize I kind of came to this weird crossroad with releasing Butterfly Effect 2 because I almost want to split Butterfly Effect 2 into multiple courses. We're not talking about like 10 episode courses, but there's a very stark difference in what some of Butterfly Effect 2 is versus, it's almost like Butterfly Effect 2 and 3. But I almost wanted to segment Butterfly 2 into separate pieces, like 2 or 3 separate pieces to kind of categorize it and chunk it into certain types of criteria, because there's a few parts of Butterfly 2 that are very different. And actually Butterfly 1, if you kind of understand it front to back, you can see how there's kind of segments of information. It's going to be more long form William Sky, but with some brevity, kind of an in-between, more a Future of Trading remastered pace, but longer than those Future of Trading remastered videos. So there's going to be a lot more brevity, but not like, here's a 10-minute video, hang on to every word, because if you don't, you're going to get lost in the mix. So it's going to be like Butterfly Effect 1, where I'm going deeper, more methodical. I'm just going to try to use brevity to better deliver it. So kind of a blend. How many lessons in BFE 2? Like 60-ish. Total hours? Probably And now this is going to be subjective into how I teach it. If it's going to be like a high pace thing, if it's like Future of Trading Remastered, I would say 30 hours, 35, 40 hours. No, the 1 hour time trend should not be adjusted to the lower time frame. It's not broken or hard closed. The only time you'd adjust that scander is if it was hard closed. And then you could go down to the 15 and adjust it to the reach of the 15, like the hard close, and then like do your proper candle hard closing. You could do that to the 15. Lost in the sauce. Yeah, good balance to have. Yeah, trying to make a 15-minute hold level right now off of the 15-minute test. So right now it's inside of this hourly test, right? Anything candle or wick can be a test. So it's inside the test of that. So we're just going to trail it to the front side body wick combination here. We're going to go to the body and go lower time frame. $15-minute backside's already tested. So you could go to the 5-minute top of this and you'd probably be pretty accurate here. You'd probably almost be straight on to where it got hit. Yeah, because it's just the range inside of the range of the hourly. That's what you're looking for. I'll walk through that again. So hourly body is the hourly test, but so is the wick. This is all a test of the hourly level. It doesn't matter. So now inside of this hourly, you can go down to the 15 because you're still inside that hourly, right? Like the bottom, like if you, here, I'll make it a little clearer. If you were to do this, right? You're still inside that hourly, which actually here's the leg of the 4. Right? I believe that was the leg of the 4. Let's skip forward 1 candle and see. No, that's not the leg of the 1 hour. Wait, yes it is. Yes it is. The candle wasn't done animating. Okay. Test body, like, oh, break, right? So as long as it stays above this, you're still within that same range test. So you're going down to the 15, right? You can go to the body because you're trying to find the time frames underneath it, even if it's wicks. This is the backside. It's already tested. So you're just going to the front side. Now, if you wanted to go deeper, you could go body. But in this case, the 5 seems fine. I don't know how much more of a range you're really going to have inside of this 5. That 5 also tests the 3. So the 3 is tested there. And then maybe there's like a 1 minute is also the 1 minute. So it's actually testing every time frame at once at that point. So you can just delete these 2. Say if it's going to go test something, it's going to be that. That's what you're left with. So that's what it's trying to hold right now. So this is doing the hourly test right now. Don't expect the body to be hit and gone after. It's doing it right now. So this is the hourly hold. This is testing that body of that hourly because it's all one test of the level, body or wick. And that's where you find that level. At what rate will it be released? 1 video every week or 2 weeks. Butterfly Effect 2 is a massive, massive project. It's bigger than Butterfly Effect 1. Who knows? Maybe I'll release 3 lessons and then it'll go stagnant for a month. It's also going to depend on teams and the other stuff I got going on. BFE 2 will be sick. It will be, yeah. Talk about overthinking. What do you want to talk about with overthinking? I love you. I love you too, Charles. How to earn money. Click buttons. Easy, man. I talked a lot about this yesterday, Pierre Stefano. Go watch yesterday's stream. My short answer is baby steps while you're studying. Do small spot trading while you're studying, and as you progress, you can up it. How to buy stocks? Click buttons. No, they're not a white lie. Yeah, I'm going, well, not every day, not 7 days a week, but like a Monday to Friday kind of thing. Yeah, BFE 2 will be free. It'll be premiering on YouTube. Can you flex your biceps? I don't have biceps. Why do you want me to flex my biceps? It's not going to make the candles pump. It's not like I got an air pumper on my arm that's going to boost our candles. Why the hell am I flexing then? I just showed it, Steven. I just walked through it. Theory busted. That's okay. Theories are meant to be broken, man. So I put up a video on TikTok and I kept saying I told him and I warned him. And if you look at the comments, people are like beyond popped off at that. That makes me really happy. The 1 minute hold, well, yeah, I would have entered there for sure. Then why are you working out, Kira? I don't know. This is like pretty brain dead take. That just means you shouldn't be working out at all, right? No, it's not going to go to the 1 hour body, I don't think. Maybe, but I don't know. I don't think so. You have to see how the move develops right now to understand if it's going to go to the 1 hour body, but it doesn't look like it. It's already developed a 15-minute hold level. He just what is this comment? Yeah, I'm gonna read this in case we have people who don't have chat on. This is a comment that can't be missed. Cotton doesn't need to flex. He just gives it a smile and a wink and says to the chart, "Can't make you move, but I know where you're going." Will my signs destroy the market? No, I don't think so. My exit would be where? Thank you, Cotton. Can't wait to learn more from you. Really appreciate it. Super glad I found you only a few months ago on YouTube. BE2. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Let's go, Steven, man. Got this, dude. Mentorship is pretty tough. I don't know. We do 4 or 5 lessons a week. Your first step is to join the Discord, and then you'll see the mentorship schedule in the Discord. So that would be a good way to gauge it. The good thing about mentorship is I post up replays, so if you miss lessons that are live, you can always go back and watch them. So it's not like a crushing thing to expect. I really hope, I really hope that CAD keeps falling down here. So this tested the backside, right? Like this tested backside 4. Yeah, backside 4. Or possible interior range on the 1. You got the 4, the 1. No, it's just the 4. Either way, I'm waiting for CAD to go down further. Origin right here. There you go. Origin. Congrats on 50K. Thanks, man. Gracias. What's happening with Twitter? I haven't charted Twitter in a while. I think I have a different Twitter chart, actually. No, I don't. This should be it. I haven't charted Twitter in a while. Yeah, Twitter. Oh, no. We charted Twitter last week when Elon Musk bought this. Yeah, we charted this last week. It just went to the backside, right? Backside. I wonder if there's something even greedier. So you've got like, okay, so you have to start the whole trail now. Backside, weekly. Have this daily here, front side. Now you got a little bit of separation between backside, front side. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying that. Kind of the most you can go here is like right here. Four hour. Test it through. Yeah, it's this. That's all you can do. 5270. Yep, that's all you can do for the short. So Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter at like $54 a share, right? Like, so he's trying to $54 a share. That's his take on it, right? Like, that's what he's looking to get. It was in the news today. Can't afford the Discord. Any advice? Save up. Get a job. No, and that's not meant to be like a rude way to say like get a job. It's just like if you want to take it seriously and you want to join the Discord, like what's stopping you, man? Why let $45 a month be what stops your progress? You know what I mean? Is that hard closed? I can't tell. That's hard closed. I wouldn't use this trend. I don't care if it lines up perfectly or not. You would never be using this trend. Even if it lined up perfectly there, you wouldn't be using it. Elon to buy Twitter at $54 a share? Why? That can't be right. I must have misread something. No, that was on Reddit today. That was like top Reddit news. I'm going to check this out again. Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter for $50 to $4 per share. Tesla founder Elon Musk is offering to buy Twitter for $54.20 per share in cash. Why? Does he assume there's not enough, like he can't get filled with enough volume to, like there's just not enough on the books for him to buy the shares he needs to be the owner of Twitter? Like what does he need? Like 51% and he owns Twitter? Is that what it is? Is he trying to buy 51%? So is he trying to privately buy? I don't know. This is an odd news story. Like, why doesn't he just buy them publicly unless he's not allowed, or unless there's not enough available on public markets to make up a 51%? Probably that. There's probably not enough available on public markets to do that. But why Twitter? Why Twitter, though? Like, I don't understand that. It's such a dinotech fossilized thing. Like, he must have some kind of big revamp in mind. Elon is outsmarting them. It's a business move. I don't know if it's nothing to do with stock markets. Like you have to dissect this as a business move, right? I don't think you can buy 100%. That means you'd have to buy it all. I think it's just like 51% ownership. He's saying he's going to sell his stock if they don't accept. Is that right, David? Is that part of that news story? Like that's his golden bullet, or his silver bullet? So he bought 11% and he's going to sell his 11% unless Twitter, like the execs and everything say, well, Twitter's a dumpster fire. Like Twitter's done, dude. Like I've been saying this for a long time. If I didn't have an audience in countries where TikTok is not available, I would not use Twitter and I would not use IG. Twitter is beyond boomer tech. Their grandpa takes, it's political takes, it's cancer, it's toxic. It is like, it is YouTube and Facebook pre-2015 before they changed everything. That's all it is. It is literally boomer tech. I don't know why he'd want it. There must be, he's trying to open up a social media platform, so he's going to completely revamp Twitter because it's the cheapest way to buy users, is my take. If you were to go ahead and make a social media platform, you'd say, okay, how many marketing dollars is it going to take for us to get like 3 billion users or whatever Twitter has? I don't even think Twitter has 1 billion users. No, they don't. There's no way. They probably have like what, 200 million users or some garbage? How many users on Twitter? How big is Twitter? Like 200 million probably? Twitter has some 330 million active users in the first quarter of 2019. Twitter's daily monetizable user is at 166 million. It's so dead, dude. There are currently 217. Dude, I was close. I said 200 million. Dude, Price is Right. I got it. What do we win, Pat? That's decent. Wait, Pat doesn't do it anymore. It's Drew Carey. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Okay, I slung a number out there. That was a pretty decent guess, right? Like, how many users does TikTok have? I bet you it's like 900 million or something ridiculous. Users on TikTok. Let's see. It's got to be over 1 billion, right? Has over 1 billion users. Got it. I'm going on the Price is Right, dude. I am 100% going on the Price is Right. I'm good at this game. Like, he had to have done like a marketing thing where he's like, how much would it cost to buy 200 million users? And then there's some other value of having Twitter, I suppose. There's other like deals that are already there, and there's like a certain liquid amount. So maybe Twitter is worth, I don't know, like 50 million or 60 million or some crap like that. I don't know what Twitter's worth. I have no idea, nor do I care to guess that one. I'm leaving my golden streak golden. So, like, okay, if it's gonna cost like 100 million, or this is gonna cost whatever, $100 million to get those 200 million users, and there's probably like a value of like, I don't know, 50 or 60 million or something like that in Twitter. And there's like a certain value that's recoverable. That must be the drive there. He must be wanting to make a social media platform to integrate with Starlink and Mooncoin and all, or Marscoin or whatever it's called, all those things he's doing to integrate with Starlink, to be able to generate more of this currency that he's creating. It has to be. I don't see why he would want Twitter otherwise, other than to build a social media platform that connects into Starlink and all the things he's doing to further power and boost his ecosystem by the continuous cycling of data, right? The more data cycles, the more powerful it makes Starlink. So that's probably like a missing piece for Elon Musk, if I had to guess. But I know nothing about this, so I could be so far off that like I'm deep in the woods by myself on this opinion, okay? Like, I could be so far off. The only thing I can think is that he has to have like data constantly cycling from users all over the place. So he needs to buy a social media platform so that Starlink can have more cycling of data, which makes Starlink more powerful as a global answer to the internet, and then going beyond Earth, right? So this must be like deep phased into a plan where it's like data cycling to make Starlink more powerful. It has to be. 51% is only 17 billion. There's no way that company's worth like 30 billion or 34, 33. There's no way, dude. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. Hey, David Lee, man, thanks for the sub. He's trying to make Twitter into something different. Straight free speech. I think the play is bigger than that, man. I think the play is that he needs something to cycle data, because the way Starlink works is like this, right? Everybody's a hub. Like, this is, you know, Starlink in the sky, the satellites, sending it all over the world, and every user acts as like a repeater, right, to another user, which is a repeater to another user, and that user goes here and there to all their friends, right? Like, they're like each phone acts as like a signal booster or repeater. So the more people that are constantly on Twitter cycling through social media data, it's making those booster points active, because if their phone is turned off, like if you're sitting there and your phone is just like off, like it's just off, nothing on the screen, there's probably no active internet connection. Otherwise it would destroy the battery, right? It reopens up every time you open the phone. So this has got to be some like deeper ingrained, like billion IQ play by Elon to like power up Starlink even better. It has to be. I can't see. No, dude, nobody on this planet wants Twitter. It's gone. Like, that platform is dead. It's actual dust in the wind, fossil tech. There is no way there's any other reason. Well, maybe there's another reason, but I can promise you, it's not because he wants Twitter. Twitter is a dumpster fire. Dude, there is just no way. I don't buy that for a second. I don't buy it for a second, dude. There's no way. Hourly being, or the 5 minute being hit right now off that hourly. He wants to take them private. Do you guys disagree or agree with my take? Twitter may be boomer, but it's more relevant. I don't think so. I think anybody who likes Twitter is as far gone. I think anybody who's using Twitter and sees value in it is as far gone as Twitter itself. You're better off using Reddit headlines for news. TikTok is the future of social media. 100%. Like, TikTok is exploding at a rate that's like not even funny. TikTok is the future for social media. Instagram's dead. Facebook's hanging on by a thread with this metaverse garbage that they released. They're hanged on by a thread. Instagram's almost gone. Twitter's fossil tech, boomer mode. Nobody reads anymore. Who's booting up their phone to read? People just want to emotionally connect and have the content fed to them at a more faster, higher pace rate. Nobody cares about reading. I wish I never even knew how to read. Let's put it that way. Nobody cares about reading, dude. Dude and dudettes, nobody cares about reading. People want content like... Think of content like the Rockstar, dude. If I drank too much Rockstar for too long, it would have no effect. I would need to pour it into my eyelids to get the direct hit neural stimulation right to my brain and fry me faster, quicker, with less juice. It's the same thing, man. People don't want Twitter anymore. That it's gone. Twitter is like... You need visceral connection. Pour the Rockstar in your eye. Compare it to that. You need like... Not really. This is not what I'm telling people to do. Okay? I don't want to get banned over this. I am just making a comparison. This is comparables. We're just using an example. It's like a visual example. It's not a real example. But you need that like visceral connection. You need that hit, man. Like there's no... It's not... People don't use Twitter anymore. It's gone. It's been on a slow decline, just like Facebook. He wants to throw the communication channel so he's not vulnerable to their moderation choices. I think it's a Starlink push. I think it's deeper than people realize. I think if he manages to buy it for $52, you see some Starlink articles come out and it boosts up its price like crazy. You guys are all thinking he wants Twitter because of its like face value. There's an intrinsic, deep-ended, embedded user base value there. There is no world in which Elon is buying Twitter because he believes in it as a technology. I can promise you that. If he is, my God, am I ever way off base? I am so out of touch, but I don't think so, man. He sees the value with Starlink, probably something like that. Short form content for social media is the way to go. Yep. If I could, I would just connect with my... Every time I make a tweet, I wish I could just pick up my phone instead. And like, I don't know, what is one of my tweets? Most of my tweets are just refeeds from TikTok these days, but okay. You just trolled. I just trolled you live, Penelope. Sorry. Apologies. You weren't meant to go into the crossfire. Okay. Here, I'm gonna go, like, what's one of my tweets here? Teams are being finalized today, and the stream resumes tomorrow at 10 a.m. Feels good to stream again. I would rather just get in front of the camera, even if it's like a TikTok short, like just like a 10-minute, and be like, yeah, man, like, you know what? I'm streaming again. Feels pretty good, man. And then people can see my emotions. They could see the smile on my face. They can connect with me. I can build that connection with my audience. It's not just words on a board. Think of it like this, okay? You go to school. You're standing there with the teacher. You're in grade 1, and she's like, 1 + 1 = 2. And it's like this boring, like nobody's paying attention to this. But then you've got this high-flying teacher. Roar's in there with dinosaurs. Students, how many dinosaurs do we have? T-Rex walks in. Visual aid. You know, Velociraptor walks in. We got 1 T-Rex and we got 1 Velociraptor. How many dinosaurs do we have, guys? You know, like, it's the same thing, man. Nobody wants this whiteboard We're not in the cave times anymore. I would just pick up my phone and be like, yeah, streaming's dope. And people can feel my, like, I can build a better connection with them, right? He said he wants to transform it into a free speech platform. Don't feed into it. Don't feed into the things that he says. This is like the perfect cover story. They hire people to make these stories. It's the perfectly engineered story. Freedom of speech. He's doing good things. He's for the people. This is like one narrative. There's a hidden narrative. No one's buying Twitter because they just want to kind of feel how it's going to be different. Oh, we could just make it freedom of speech. Like, no, don't buy into that narrative. That's the take that you want to believe that. Go ahead. I don't believe that for a second, that he would buy Twitter because he wants to turn it free of speech. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't believe that. I'm on Starlink. My dude. He doesn't care about money. Free speech. Dude, I don't care if he did a poll. I saw the poll. No, like, you have to realize he's running a company worth more money than anything in this world. He's got people who are engineering perfect stories. He's probably has a team of like 80 people who are working on these kinds of stories and angles, dude. You think he just like, every tweet he has like hundreds of millions of dollars worth of implications based on like 6 or 7 words he puts on his screen. No, dude, like, I'm telling you, it's not. He's probably got like 80 to 200 people on stand, constantly like checking social media, monitoring things, curating the perfect stories. Dude, he's got like a super center of genius media like marketing media engineers working on the perfect way to just like cookie feed people into the perfect story. Dude, he's a smart guy, man. He's not just doing like, oh, let's make a tweet, let's see how it goes, and then, oh, they said I should buy it, so I'll buy it. Like, that's not how it's working, man. Like, you know how much impact his words have? Like, those tweets that he makes, it can be like swinging the values in the $100 million marks. He's got crews working on this stuff, man. I'm telling you. I agree. Elongated muskrat got some crazy. Yeah. Listen, this is just my theory take, so I could be way off, but. Hey Monzer, thank you for the sub. And there's somebody before I missed you. I don't know how to use YouTube yet. I'm so boomer with their UI. Their UI is not very intuitive. I'm gonna have to like add an events. Here, let's see if we can find it in these tabs. No, it doesn't really tell you. It doesn't have like any events messages. Let's go to something else here. Let's check this. Recent events. Did we just strike gold with this? Hey, Bang Valley for the 10. Thank you for the $10, man. I completely missed that. I do have an events panel. So there is an events panel, but it's super lagged. It doesn't update till after. Damn. That's okay. I'll just have to keep, I'm gonna have to get like another monitor to keep a track of this stuff. It's borderline cute how passionate you are against Twitter and Elon decision to buy it. It's triggering you. Elon, you should buy Twitter. 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Elon buys all of Twitter. Them guys in junior teams, a lot of really great people in there. I think the next wave of teams is going to be amazing. I think so too, man. So what people don't know is I've got like a secret system set up in Discord where I can join invisible. It's not a default Discord feature, but I've got this way that I have it set up so I can join voice channels as an invisible member. Nobody ever knows I'm there. So I could be there and you won't even see me. You could be in a channel by yourself and I could just be there as well, just seeing what's going on. So I'm always kind of ears to the ground on things like that. Bad weather in India. Damn. He's not that calculated at all. Oh yeah, dude, he's just the richest person in the world for no reason. When am I going to buy TikTok? Is TikTok still banning people for posting crypto content? I have no idea. I didn't even know they were. It's what Twitter has. Yeah, I agree. The skills, yes, I agree. The 420 memers are going crazy right now. He's telling us to pour energy drinks in our eyes. Love your videos, Elon Musk. Thanks. I think Elon's a really smart guy, and if anybody's buying this story that we're being fed that he's just doing it because Twitter told him to, I think there's more to it. Whether it's to do with Starlink, that's just my take. That's it. I don't know if it could be something else. But I mean, Elon Musk is like the savior of our future, is he not? All jokes aside, Elon's a brilliant man. He's a genius, and he will save part of the world by doing some of the adventures he is. Here's the take. Beam. Dr. Disrespect. Dr. D and Elon team up to climb the highest mountain on another planet. Because Dr. Disrespect, if you've watched him, you know he's a pro at climbing mountains. I was going right to the tippity top. And Elon's the man to take him there. So that's the big take. That's the real win. Not the king. Thanks, Tyler. Can you walk us through the laddering up? Sure, man. We can do some actual day trading content. It's why people come. This week is like, I'm still setting up teams and doing everything. So just like, don't worry about this week. It's, you know, I'm doing a lot of like just chatting and catching up with the community, doing a lot of fun stuff like that. But we will be getting into like actual day trading stuff one day. Don't worry. This week is just like my first week back and it's catch up. Okay. The test of your hourly exists between here and here. We already went through this on stream, but I'll do it again. As long as you don't go after the leg of the move. But anyways, test either part of this, the body or the wick. It's a test of the hourly level. So it's just about how greedy in the range you're going to go, right? As long as you're not hitting the break of the move, which is here. And I believe it's here on the 4 hour as well. So you can even just, no, it's not a 4 hour. It's just a 1 hour. Okay, so we can just leave it blue. You got 3 parts of this move, and the greediest part of the range where you can develop it. You've got the leg of the move, which acts as the break of the move, which if the break rejects can turn into a origin level. Beyond that, you've got the body of the move. You've got the wick of the move. Everything here is a test of the same levels. You test this, you're testing the hourly. You test somewhere in there, you're testing the hourly. You test here, you're testing the hourly. Break it up into 2 ranges. Do we test the hourly or do we go after the greediest part? So we're going to start by doing this. We know we're not going after the leg of the move. We know we're going after either to hold the move. We're trying to hold it up because we're talking about it laddering, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to find the level inside of this hourly that makes the most sense. The combination level where you're testing multiple time frames with one test. Because remember, you don't have to go to the body of the hourly candle to test that candle. So we're going to go here and we're going to start diving down into the smaller time frames that are still the hourly. So anything in between here is that hourly test while trying to test other time frames. Got the 15-minute there. We can go to the body of this one because we want to say what's deeper in the range. Although we could leave it at the wick, that's fine. We're going to go to the body for this. Intuitively, I can tell that it's already the body, but typically you'd want to leave it as a wick. That's fine. So we're going to leave it as that wick because we just want to start compressing down the range. We're going to go to the 5-minute level, backside, front side, right? So we can go to the greedier front side, 5-minute level. Again, we'd go to the body or the wick, but we're running out of room. This 5 minutes already tested, making it kind of between here and here. So now you've kind of diminished your range to the body of the 1 hour to the greediest part prior to hitting that, right? Go to the 3-minute. The same level, 3 minutes. So there's nothing deeper to go in. Go to the 1 minute. You're looking for backside or front side. You've got that same thing. The backside is tested and it is inside the front side of the range. So you can see the backside is inside that front side. So you have now worked your hourly candle down to the greediest point while testing that hourly candle, right? You worked it down to the greediest point, which is where your buy is right there. It's now going to try to ladder off the highest time frame available. I don't think there's a 15-minute available yet. It's trying to create it right now in this moment. The highest time frame otherwise is the 5. So that would have been where your rebuy is off of testing the greediest part of that hourly level. Bada bing, bada boom. You got the 5-minute, trying to develop the 15 now. If it does indeed develop this 15-minute level, obviously it's got a lot more stability for the future, and a really good point where it could retest this and then even deeper in the range. So Dr. D and Elon, greatest collabo. I agree. There you go, Tyler. Hopefully that helps, man. I don't usually do like, you know, oh, do TA, and I do it, but yeah, why not, man? Let's do it. Let's help the people. Discord doesn't let you join on invisible. No, it doesn't. Not by default. Birthday stream. Finally you did it. Right on, Adria. I want to tell you that I found the trends video overwhelming for me. Aha, yeah. Join Discord. Discord will help you with that. Join the Discord if you're having trouble with any theory. That goes for anybody here. Any theory you're having trouble with, join the Discord. They'll help you like clear up all these things, because I go over this stuff daily, but I don't want to always repeat the exact same thing. Can I see your trend line? Is this some kind of like satire take? My trend line? Because it kind of seems like that with that face. Tease us with BE2. I just did, Jack. BTC crashed because of the 1 hour trend. Nah, if you're really good with Discord, there's like an invisible way you can join. Nope, there's no hard close on that top trend. There's no hard close here. There's nothing to hard close. Panky, you're in the Discord. Ask the Discord, dude. Let's get to some stocks. I'm not online for long today, so let's actually just check out some stocks, see what's happening in the Stook markets. Oh, perfect hit on ONTX. Hopefully people who weren't in ONTX just got in. Perfect. Right to our level. Snapped in that sucker perfectly. Let's go. We put this up like on the 12th, I guess it was, or no, it was earlier than that. Anyways, we did this a couple of days ago. Hopefully people like saw that on ONTX and like at least took a small chance on it. On the 15 there is? Possibly. Would be irrelevant if there was. ONTX, man. Is that ever going to be a juicer if that hits perfectly? Oof. I think I've decided on my flex time to be PUBG. I'm really kind of liking PUBG as flex time. You know what? Back in the day, I remember some chatter came in and it pissed me off. Like, I don't usually get annoyed at people, but some chatter in the day, back in the day, came in when we were like here, and I marked these two levels. It was 0121, so it was January, and they're like, you can't predict VXX. You'll never be right. So I marked these levels, like my secret tactics to find highs and bottoms and tops and lows. So I marked these levels. I haven't shared that, so don't worry about finding them. You never will. I marked these levels, okay? And this was back going to like January of last year when I was streaming last, like 0121, right? So I date stamped them on those live streams, which are still up. So you can go cross-verify this if you have to. And there's this guy that comes in, okay? And this is what he says. Oh, I'm not going to do that again. I'm kidding. But there's a guy that came in and he was like, you'll never find it. You'll never be right. And I remember he's like, if your levels get hit perfectly, I'll donate $1 million. Dude, that guy never came back. On stream, you can go to the streams and find this guy on the Twitch chats. And he's like, if your levels hit, I'll donate $1 million. Because he said it was impossible. And he made this big story. And, you know, he hung around the stream for a while. And he was like, yeah, you know, I'm living in New York. And I work on Wall Street. And I trade this and that. And he was like this big shot talking about all his cars and all his money. And because I remembered, because he's like such a kind of like this braggart type of person. He's bragging about all this stuff he has. And he's like, you can never gonna hit. I'll donate $1 million if it does. And he said all this crap, dude. I remember this guy, and he was just like so like arrogant about everything. And he never came back, dude. I want my money. because he said VXX, impossible to predict. I marked this in January of last year. Imagine that, guys. January. Boom. How dumb is that for accuracy? What do we get within a cent? Within 4 cents. From $65 into uncharted territories. And he told me, he said, you can never predict it. You can never, I'll donate $1 million. These have been here for like 14 months, by the way, these levels. What is this, like another 4-cent pull? Like, that's my D, dude. Like, where's my money, man? This one was 14 cents. That was 4. Like, where's my money? Dude, I remember that. I'll never forget that guy. Just because, and I don't ever remember. He didn't piss me off because he challenged my science. He pissed me off because he was so arrogant about himself, talking about his lifestyle and his condo and his fancy car that he drives around and how he's just like this bigwig on the markets and nobody can figure these things out, and it's just all, yeah, it's all news, and he works for the firms and he knows because he works at the top. All this garbage, man. I want my money, dude. Thank you, the legend. Thank you is a legend. Why would it matter? It has to hard close the same time frame. PUBG is still 3 years ago. Have you not seen PUBG's metrics? Dude, your brain is still 3 years ago. PUBG popped the hell off, man. There's like 250k concurrent users. PUBG got resurrected. It's the new CSGO, man. PUBG is here to stay now. PUBG had like 15,000 people concurrent on stream like a year ago. Now it's got like 250k. PUBG is the new pop-off, man. PUBG is amazing now. They handled the bots and they updated it and released like a lot of expansion content. Droop, man, I don't know, dude. I don't know if you're gonna make the cut, man. There's a little kind of some low angle stuff going on. We need you to infuse some high angle takes into your repertoire. Yeah, trust me, I have spent literally countless hours trying everything I could to think about how you find those levels and made no progress. Which one did you do, William? Did you do like the Bitcoin call out for 64k? No one will ever find it. That's the thing. No one will ever know. Like, I have called so many tops and bottoms on these stocks. Like, no one will ever find it because it's not something I've even gotten into. So people are looking in a spot that they don't even know what happens. They don't even know what happens in that spot. It's like, it's not something I've taught yet. It's deeper into my science, much deeper. Yeah, I don't know how many people have tried to like reverse engineer my 64.6 call out in the 29.2. The 29.2 one was easy. The 64.6 one was a challenge. That one was, that's legacy stuff there. But we need to find this guy from the VXX chart because like that guy, I'll never forget him. He pissed me off so much just because he was so arrogant about himself. And all I was trying to share stuff with people. And you know, that's back when I was saying, yeah, and I think that's what triggered him too. But that was back when Bitcoin was you know, January in Bitcoin, like right here, and January is at like 20k, and at the same time I'm saying it's going to go to 64.6, and like, so here it is, and it's at the same time there. So I think he just kind of wanted to like kind of big dick approach, like kind of trying to be a big man, like, you know, kind of this ego take. I don't know, but I'll never forget that guy. Will these levels be in the book one day? Who knows? Let's find the guy and get your money. Finder's fee activated. 20%, 200k. I teach it all for free on my YouTube channel. Steven or Stefan. Hey, Panky for the 100, man. Thanks, dude. Sorry, apologies. How do you find those levels? I don't share that. That's kind of like one of my secrets. Well, one of many secrets, but I don't really share that. Someone doesn't have the money? Get the money. You got to get the monies to join the Discords, man. That's because Mizkif? I don't know. I don't know what Mizkif did. I have no clue what you're saying, Skills. I know who Mizkif is. What did Mizkif do? Tell us a story. Most of the people trade with patterns and indicators and they lack accuracy. Yep. He's learning for you by changing his name. I must admit, LOL. I know. You know what, Droop? I was so shocked when I Googled Steam charts and I saw PUBG at 250K. I would have thought the same thing as you, man. Forever, I was like, PUBG's a dead game. There's too many bots. It's just skin farming bots for points. It was like dead forever. That's why I stopped playing it, because of the bots and the hackers. First, it was like not bad with hackers. I don't think PUBG has ever been really that bad with hackers. When you run into a hacker in PUBG, it's pretty detrimental, because it's like such a shitty way to lose. But it was the bots that really killed it, because it just wasn't fun anymore. So like I haven't played PUBG probably since it first came out, because of the bots that started to come in. So yeah, so like I was pretty shocked when I saw that it had 250K concurrent. I was like, what is this? What happened? And then I checked and it's like, PUBG's popped off, man. Yeah, it's good. PUBG's good again. I'll stay looking forever. I wonder how far and deep your science goes. It goes deep. It goes deep. You don't have the money, get the money. High angle take. This is the take right here, man. How do I join if I don't have? You get the money, man. You get the money. Thanks for teaching your science for free. You're welcome, man. And you got to give us a hint at floating levels. I talk about floating levels in mentorship a lot. Mizkif had a huge stream thing with PUBG. I didn't even know PUBG sponsored him. I'm surprised at that, to be honest. There's been some pretty hot takes with Mizkif getting into some pretty deep trouble. I'm surprised the company would sponsor him. I put PUBG Mobile. It's fine now. Less bots, pro players. Decent. You're welcome, Soma Senpai. Okay, let's kind of go through this list. I'm actually like going to be late for my meeting. Yeah, same thing with VIX and VXX. Kind of the same chart. In a way, it's the same chart. We're getting off soon. I know, crappy short stream today, but tomorrow we're going to be back with a vengeance. And some good news is that I'm going to be doing longer streams in the future, in the very near future. I'm just taking this like week or two to set up. So maybe next week will be short streams as well, but I'm going to be kind of aiming for like 8-hour streams if I can. So the schedule kind of works like this. Okay. By 5 a.m. I'm up working. By 9 a.m. I've done 3 to 4 hours of charting already with mentees. And by this time at noon, I've already been maybe not charting, but at least in front of the charts. Like this is kind of fun. I can't really say today is like charting work. This is kind of fun. But then a lot of times, like I haven't done any team stuff today, and I'm not planning on doing any team stuff today just because I need a bit of a break and I have a short stream today. But you know, by like 11, 12 in the afternoon, I've already been at it for about 6 hours in front of the charts. So I only have so much juice and mental energy before I start to like fall apart and just start getting like just this like fatigue, like chart fatigue. So I want to be able to supplement in gaming as well afterwards. So kind of like 4 hours of charting, 4 hours of gaming, or you know, the first like teams, events, tournaments, day trading tournaments, day trading teams, stuff like that, coaching thing, like maybe not as much coaching on stream. I do that privately, but at least like giving advice, going through trades with people, stuff like that. So I guess you could call coaching, you know, coaching, trading teams, events, tournaments, all that fun stuff, all the day trading stuff in the first 4 hours. And then, you know, games after, or, you know, maybe an hour of the day trading stuff, a couple hours of gaming, an hour of day trading, 2 hour day trading, a couple hours of gaming. Yeah. But I'm going to try to amp up to about, you know, kind of like a much longer stream schedule, but it's going to be half of it's going to be flex time. Well, yeah, everybody says that, Steven, watching me work with Naya in 0 to approximately. Like so much better after I watch 0 to approximately. It's crazy how helpful that was. Current BTC chart, sure. I'm not going to give too much thoughts on it, but I'll take a quick look. What kind of games do I like? You know what? I used to be a huge first-person shooter gamer, like huge into first-person shooters and MOBAs. I'd really like to get into an MMO right now. I have the itch to play another MMO, but there's nothing really good on the horizon other than Ashes of Creation. I'm not getting into WoW. It's too far gone. It's been out forever. Yeah, I would like to look at AOC, maybe Ashes of Creations. Diablo 4, I'm obviously going to get big into. Hey, what happened with Tilray? Oh, Tilray's hitting its level perfectly. Oh yeah, so this is just trying to hold its level, no big deal. Yeah, first person. I like competitive games. I like competitive games. Like I played MOBAs in the past on professional teams and stuff like that. So I like competitive games. Right now, I really want to play something that I'm just going to kind of chill out with, have fun. Like PUBG kind of fits a lot of, ticks a lot of boxes right now. And then I'm going to be streaming with some people from the community as well, like Confused. He wants to start streaming as well, so I'm going to be doing some stream stuff with him. We're going to be doing some content together, day trading and streaming, some stuff like that. I'm going to be hosting people in the community who want to start kind of building streaming careers and stuff like that. So I think there's going to be a few other people who are rolling through streaming. So we're going to kind of build like a nice little group of people who are also doing day trading and making money and playing games and just, you know, having a good time. So it'll be a lot of fun. It's very refreshing. Teams is going to be a huge part of my future going forward in the day trading world. The teams that I've built now are going to represent my science really well. And then hopefully eventually, you know, I'll get them on contracts and sponsored in a big way, and we can start creating bigger and bigger events out of it. But, you know, everything in time. So it takes time to do all this stuff. It's a big kind of thing that I'm trying to do here. It's a big ask. So, yeah, that's kind of like some plans for next week and the upcoming weeks. It'll be fun though. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love Tarkov. Somebody said Tarkov getting new update and content. Yeah, I heard they're like just morphing it into one open world, right? I don't know if that's the new update. I heard that back in the day. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but yeah, I know Tarkov is getting some new updates. I love Tarkov so much. Tarkov is one of my like favorite games. I think out of all the modern games, Tarkov is probably one of the best. The only thing I don't like about Tarkov is how many hackers there are, because Tarkov is like, PUBG is punishing when there's a hacker, but it's like rinse, repeat, no big deal, start over. But if you're in like a level 5 helmet on Tarkov, like I've told this story before, dude, I was playing Tarkov in like level 5 gear and I would get grenaded by naked people laying down in the grass from like across the bridge. It's like, and they would be landing on me over and over and over. And it was happening like match after match. Or there'd be someone with like, what is that? The Mozambique, is that what it's called? Or the Mosin or something? It's just like some crappy, like low tier, like street rat weapon. And it would be like not a PMC, but a scav. It would be like a scav one tapping me across the map in like level 4 or 5 gear and like headshotting me from some tower. And it was like, dude, you can't even see me. I'm through the freaking trees, man. Like, what is this crap? And then videos started coming out on YouTube how like wall hacks, all you had to do wall hacks in that game, which were undetectable, was just go and delete one of the files actually in your Tarkov folder. You just had to delete one file and it's undetectable because it's a game file, and you had like wall hacks on every map. Like a lot of the walls turned, like every wall you looked at turned into like wireframes, so you could just see people through them. Like it's so stupid, but it is, honest to God, one of the best modern games. The immersion, gameplay, like they have nailed it so much. But and it's not their fault. They're a smaller company. They have a great IP, and maybe as they grow and get more funding, they'll be able to, you know, make something out of Tarkov and it a little more controlled. But there was some really stupid shit happening with Tarkov. But I really do love Tarkov. It's just I refuse to play that. Like I refuse. Too punishing. Tarkov's too punishing when it takes that much of a grind to get gear like that. And then you start running out of money and it's just like, you know, too punishing. And I'm sure if you're better, like Landmark and some of these guys who are crazy at Tarkov, like, yeah, I'm sure you can like grind through it, but it's just, it kills the fun. Like if you're really going to devote like a ton of time to it, sure, but it just kind of kills the fun for people who don't, you know, like during the grind. I don't have like a Twitch gaming career, and it's like, for me, it doesn't matter. I'm just getting paid to do the grind anyways. I want to have fun playing video games. I don't want to be this like, you know, I don't want to be forced to the grind. Gaming's all about fun. You take the fun away from games, you kill the game. Oh, back to ONTX. Bitcoin's still trying to hold this level. Crazy. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Yared. Yep. Apex Legends. I tried Apex. Oh yeah, I quit poker entirely, dude. It's been a long time. I played like 3 or 4 Christmases ago for fun on like a Christmas Eve. That was about it. Oh, it's probably longer actually. It's probably like 5 years ago. I don't know Confused, but I love his energy. Confused is good stuff, man. Ever play FIFA? No. Ages of Camelot could be fire. Yeah, I agree. AOC could look really good. Bitcoin wall hack 64.6. Yeah. Lighthouse expansion. Just want to thank me for everything. You're welcome. 50K didn't notice. Congrats. Thank you. Not too much into anime, no. I don't mind it, I just don't watch it. The Cycle. I've heard of The Cycle. Wasn't there a bunch of streamers playing this game? I think I've seen people play this. Yeah, it was recently. Recently people have been playing the beta of this. Yeah, I saw this. There was like a bunch of people. Like I know like I watched this one guy and he plays Tarkov. Not Landmark. I'll look through my list of people I follow. Pestilli was playing this. I like Pestilli. He's a cool streamer. Playing games is a waste of tokens for sure. It's just lo-fi in the background. I do not like Fortnite. Yeah, that's the thing about The Cycle. It's always like you never know now because you know what? It's always sponsor content, right? Yeah, I heard that. Jadax. I talked about it a little earlier in the stream. Elon Musk, $100,000 BTC next week. I love humans, yeah. Dude got viral overnight. I don't know if it's something you want to be viral for. Deadly Slob. Yeah, he's a streamer too, right? That name looks really familiar. Yeah, I don't follow Deadly Slob, but I think I saw his name playing it too. There's a bunch of people playing. I'm pretty sure even Shroud was playing it for a little bit. Summit played it, I believe, but I think a lot of those guys played it for like maybe 10 minutes. What do I think of Pandora's Box? Seems pretty weird. I think you're looking for like aha content and you're not going to get it. I think if you're stuck on Pandora's Box, science is probably not for you. That's my opinion on it. Expert tier is no longer. It's just mentorship tier now. There's no more expert tier. It'll never open again. Pandora's box, cool way to visualize ranges. I agree. There are scalping tutorials. He seems like he skipped over them maybe. Okay, we got 2 more minutes on stream. Let's do some Bitcoin wrap up and then get out of here. Immediately, I think you're possibly creating a daily hold level here. So I think if you can't really get back above this, you're in trouble. I think you're headed for a pretty wild dump if you can't get back above this. But likely you're going to, because it's not that far away. But yeah, I mean, it's going to struggle to get above this all day long. If you do though, like, I think you've got a lot of time in the day left to do this. And I think even if you close today, right, you say we close right here right now, I still think you can go up, and then you'd have to also close underneath this, right? You still have to close tomorrow under it as well. It's a really small range. That's pretty easy for Bitcoin to regain. So I think that's something to pay attention to. I've completely changed your mindset, DMO. Nice, man. But I think if Bitcoin holds under this daily, it's in a lot of trouble, like a lot. Jack, I have a video on my channel called How I Reverse Engineered the Markets. You should check that one out. I think it's way too premature to be talking about this. I think tomorrow we come back on stream and take another look at this, see where we landed. But it doesn't give you any good trades other than some information on the chart. But, you know, that could be pretty important. Yeah, I mean, you're at the bottom of the range of this move. The only thing you really have left is trend. So you could go to trend, but yeah, I think you're threatening a larger move down right now. I also don't think there's really any trades to take right now in the moment. I think a big part of trading is understanding where trades make sense to reduce risk. I think that's a huge part of trading. And there's not a lot that makes sense right now unless you're already in from this hourly level. I think you could hold out a little further, but at this point, I'd probably be more likely to try to test trend, take a buy at trend, than test this little deeper piece of this move here. Like, I would rather just take all this stuff out. At that point, you need to see if you can hold trend or create an origin off something back here. Probably next week for the games. Thank you for making the course free. It really means a lot. You're welcome. It's Daddy. Sorry, Daddy. All TikTok. Gotta head to a team meeting. Cheers, man. Good luck in your meeting. Target 120k, stop loss below 90. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Cheers. Have a good one. Back tomorrow, same time. Time for me to go to meetings as they started 1 minute ago. Good luck on your trades today, and see you back tomorrow. And thank you for all the support and donations and everything today. Much appreciated. Next stream is in 22 hours.